Hello and welcome. I am John Andrews. I am here to kind of show a video of what I did for Project One. So basically, I went with a nature scene. I liked it. I thought there were a lot of Unity assets and other assets on it. As you can see, I have both my controllers. If I go like this, I can kind of look around without having to actually move my head. And this one kind of controls my speed. So if we look around, bush, we have some grass, logs over there. You can hear some ambient noise. That's actually from. I created a loop of like nature noises and birds and stuff to kind of give it a little more feeling. As you see around, there's trees everywhere, properly scaled as well, logs. Add some mountains as well in the background. If you see up there, there's a raccoon. He'll actually speak given enough time. I had it randomized when he speaks. If you look, there's a squirrel over there. He will actually talk as well, given enough time. There's a fox, and a few others. Got some deer over there. I think there's a turtle. Where'd I put the turtle? Yeah, there's the turtle over there. So yeah, as you can see, I primarily kept it simplistic, primarily low poly. Most of my assets were used that were low poly. Grasses everywhere. Used two assets from the Unity store, which are free, and then two from the Turbo Squid. The Unity store assets were the simplistic low poly nature and the low poly simple nature pack. In Turbo Squid, I used the low poly animals and the raccoon rigid body, and he's up in the tree somewhere, as you saw. All my virtual assets have proper materials. There's no purple, as you can see, so nothing has bad materials. I used the cube primitive to measure up majority of the objects in the scene, so a lot of the trees were measured from that. The animals as well, as you can see, like the squirrels and such. They look pretty good. The tortoise, I wanted to go with like a large, like Galapagos tortoise. So he's a little big, but yeah, I promise those are how they are in the wild. Um, some of the other things I couldn't necessarily measure because they weren't as like rigid in the real world. So, for instance, like the rocks and stuff, I weren't really able to do, and some of the brush as well. But I try to keep it very, I guess, natural as well. As I said, composition throughout is very low poly, so the environment can be seen throughout. There's no really high poly elements anywhere. It's a little cartoony, and I like that just because it feels very fun to me, you know. For the area lighting, there's one, or for the lighting, sorry, there's one area lighting in the middle of the scene, and then in all four corners of the scene, there's a directional lighting that is 45 degrees towards the middle, primarily inward. So I wanted to kind of keep it like very lit up and stuff, and not have a lot of shadows, even though there's some shadows you can see around. But yeah, additionally for the animals, I created loops of sounds that will play periodically from the raccoons, squirrels, and foxes, and as you can hear. And then also there's ambient bird sounds that you can hear throughout. Thank you. That's all I have.